That was our first foray into, or at least Nick and my first foray into chiptune world, and that wasn't even like so overwhelming an experience because it was a pretty small venue. The subculture that listens to that kind of music is very particular, and I don't know, it was just pretty inspiring to see like an artist from Sweden, I want to say, come all the way to the US just for that particular event and play it, and then like have this like amazing I sense a presence in the car.
We don't play a lot of those shows. That was our first like super chiptune show.
Some publications online like Tiny Cartridge have been really nice and shared our music, and that's been a huge outlet for our stuff. There are people that come to the shows that we've been playing, which are usually with bands that aren't chiptune artists, will be like, what genre is this? This is awesome. And they think that we're like, I don't know, the pilgrims of this kind of music, and it's like, if you like this, there's a whole world of people that have been doing this for years that you should check out. You did one tonight. Testify by Rage Against the Machine. That was for a friend wanted to do like film us playing live, and it involved like 2 songs of ours or so, and then a cover. And Ryan had been really into that one. You had been into that song too.
Ryan kind of got me into it. I'm still warming up to churches. It took me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wonder if it's them or if it's their interns, you know? I mean, social media, that's what it's like.
Wildly important.
Wouldn't have happened without Purchase, I don't think. Yeah. I wouldn't have made music if I didn't go to Purchase.
Was that a long-ass text?
I'm back. My voice is hilarious. Where is everyone?
Say KP Van, have him come out.
KP Van, come out, daddy-o.
I definitely have an answer. It's definitely Dream Theater.
But also Mars Volta.
Mars Volta is up there, but not anymore. It's Dream Theater. Dream Theater with Rush as a close, like, the best prog parent. I had an online friend and we made music for a million years, and I always used like MIDI, like piano roll MIDI, and just like picked out the notes. And then he started using Game Boy stuff, and then I was just like, oh, it's just like using MIDI. And then it's like the same thing, only it's a lot like weirder and like breaks more.
I get that question so often. It's so funny. My friend gave me a bunch of like those acrylic letters, and I didn't have that many, and so it was zits or dogs.
Gods.
Or gods, I guess. I thought dogs was funny, so I put dogs on there. God. Pray.
Scramble furiously.
I usually ask for a little bit of like Game Boy stuff in my monitor, and sometimes it's enough where I can hear it and I can keep playing, and if not, it is a train wreck.
There was one time where Nick had a belt like connecting the headphone around, and then we realized that he might die that way.
That felt really bad.
Or
our current setup is pretty solid, I would say, but we went through a long period. Sometimes I didn't even play with the headphones and just relied on the monitor, and sometimes it was a train wreck. It was very bad.
From first and second hand experience, I am one of the greatest guitarists in the world.
This is a devious question. Wait, I love playing in Level Up because I get to sing, I get to stand up, I get to move around, I get to be like up in front, and it's cool. I like playing drums because it's like, not to be cheesy, but it's like really primal for me, I guess. And I'm also just like in this weird zone where I have these like isolation headphones on. I'm just listening to the Game Boy, and I really cannot hear much more than the Game Boy. And so it's really easy to get into this like zone where I can focus very easily.
I feel like you also love like doing the
Smashing
thing.
things.
Yeah, and like everyone is just like, oh my god, Nick, you're like the best drummer
The drumming,
ever.
my drumming and crying is way more shreddy than my bass playing in Level Up. But I love both. It's sick.
Do you have like a shots fired like sound clip that you could do, like, or just
Do you
like,
have like that
shots fired? Shots fired.
Anytime anybody talks about us on the internet and it doesn't seem like they listen to music at all. Anytime anybody says, "Hey, you guys really sound like Motion City Soundtrack," which happened a bunch of times.
Or
it's just like, what do you listen to?
Like, I've never listened to emo in my life. I like Rush and Dream Theater and all of these like super nerdy bands that like sing about I don't know
what they sing about. It's like not even
just
important
like
what they
weird
sing about.
mythical shit. Is there an emo band with guitar squeals? Is there any emo band? Can we name one? I don't know them. Liz Fair on a Mario Kart. I think it's a girl collecting coins.
Oh god. Yeah.
That's get that question out. Get that answer out of there. Too many shots fired.
No, do it up. Fuck it.
I can't even see you.
All right.
Where do I look if I can't see you?